welcome to my channel. For those of y'all who don't know me, I am a personal trainer and yoga instructor, and I come on here to athletic hauls and reviews. If y'all like these types of videos, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so that y'all won't miss any of my videos in the future. So today's video I am super excited about because it is going to be a comparison video of Nvgtn versus Alphalete versus Oner Active. I am going to make this video straight to the point and trying to make this condense as much as possible because I do not want to be here for 30 minutes talking about these three brands. I've already reviewed each and every single one of these pieces that I'm going to be talking on in this video in my previous videos, and I'm going to be linking them in the description down below. So if y'all would like to know more about each piece that y'all see in this video, I'm going to be linking them separately so that y'all can see where these pieces are located and y'all can have a more in-depth close-up review on that. Also, short disclaimer, I have linked my measurements in the description down below, so make sure to check it out to see how these pieces fit on my body type. Also, I'm not sponsored by any of these brands, so completely honest review here. I spend everything with my own money. I've been getting a lot of comments about talking about pricing and whether the price reflects upon the quality. So I'm actually gonna be talking more about that today. I'm excited about this video also because it is gonna be a comparison of the seamless collections amongst the different brands today, especially if there's like 5 different brands launching the same kind of material, like seamless, or they advertise, oh, seamless from Oner, seamless from Alphalete, seamless from, you know, whatever. It's kind of intimidating, to be completely honest, because for me as a consumer, I'm looking at these pieces and I'm like, well, they're all seamless, but what's the difference, the similarities? So I just wanted to throw this out in the world, even though it might not be 100% like comparison, because they are going to be different in their own ways, especially the fabric compositions. But if I can help someone in the world out there to kind of distinguish between the seamless collections between the brands, that is my goal, and I hope that this is an interesting video. So a lot of my previous videos have been talking more about first impressions and kind of like when I first opened the packages, but now I can come on here a couple weeks later after owning a lot of these pieces for a couple weeks. I can kind of speak to how it feels and, you know, how these pieces fit after wearing these for a while, especially in workouts. So number one con I have noticed already in Alphalete, and I don't know if it's this recent launch or maybe because I have gained weight over the past couple weeks and months, but I've already noticed, and I usually get a size small in most of these brands. I will be talking each and every one what size it is, but this one specifically is going to be in a size small, and I've gotten all size smalls in Alphalete recently for shorts. But one thing I have noticed in the recent launches is that, yes, it's great. I love their waistband composition. It's very nice and tummy controlled. There is a very high compression in the waistband, which we all love, especially as we kind of wash through our materials in laundry day. I feel like over time the bands do get kind of loose, but right now, because it's only been a couple times I washed this already, it has not been expanding as much. But I will say I probably should have sized up to a size medium in the shorts. The reason is because right now is fine, but on days that I'm bloated or I kind of drink a lot of water, if y'all know the water thing, you know, I just can't do it. Like sometimes when I'm wearing Alphalete and I drink a lot of water, I just feel like I'm gonna throw up because the waistband is just so tight, and maybe it's just my fault for drinking too much water, or maybe my body has grown. But either way, I actually recommend sizing up in this one now that I've worn it for a couple times. When I did the first impression, I didn't really notice it, but y'all can also tell, like with my body type, my fat or my meat, whatever y'all want to call this, my fat kind of like rolls out too. Again, I love my body and I'm not going to change anything about it, but like I think the sizing is different because obviously everyone, if y'all do this, y'all are going to see that, but I've noticed wearing the size small shorts especially, I've noticed this happens more often than I'd like. And I don't really like that because it's not just an aesthetic thing for me, but it's also a very uncomfortable feeling when I feel like my body is like half spilling out of the fabric and the design. So that's one thing I've noticed. Obviously, I've already talked about this in my past with Alphalete, their shorts are pretty annoying when it comes to rolling up, especially now that they have the micro shorts, which are like 3 inches. It's really bad in terms of rolling, but the only reason why I got it is because I really like the sets that they came with. So that is the reason why I have purchased a lot of these micro shorts. So to start, we're gonna be talking about Alphalete since we're already on this topic. So this is the split logo from their 2 launches ago, and this is their non-split logo from the recent launch. Again, same idea here, same fabric composition, same thing, except there is no split logo here. So this one is gonna be their newest one from the Tenacity one, but this is still the Amplify shorts. And I will say this is the same exact, has the same exact problem where it's also really, really tight in the waistband, which can be a pro, but on days that we're bloated, I actually don't reach for these anymore because I feel like it's very, very constricting. I definitely should have sized up in a medium, but that's just what I'm feeling after I purchased it. But regardless, I really like this one a lot. The main difference here with Alphalete is that yes, it is still that seamless fabric that they have always claimed it has been, but it's definitely on the tighter side now, and also it's just the same here. Comparing it now with the other brands, this is gonna be Oner Active right here. And Oner Active is really cool because they have more of a contour detail now on the top, and then it wraps around on the side, and then it cuffs the glutes. So it's a little bit of a different contour look and aesthetic, especially comparing it now with the more of the lines here that they have engraved in the shorts. And then finally we have Nvgtn, which in terms of looks, it looks very similar to Alphalete, except the fact that on the back, there's really not much going on. There's not this like scrunch effect. There's no scrunch bum here. It's just gonna be a classic style shorts with no scrunch. And also they have a little bit of a detailing here for the underneath the glutes, so that's pretty cool. But they have a very minimal contouring, especially comparing it now to Oner Active. Making sure that the top is aligned here, but y'all can see that Oner Active is a little bit longer, but overall pretty much very, very close in terms of length here. And logo wise, again, Oner Active always has it kind of on the side here, so it's gonna be on the side of the thigh. And then Alphalete and Nvgtn, as y'all saw, is on the back side of the waistband. Now looking at the waistbands, I will say comparing the waistband, so this is Nvgtn, and this is gonna be Alphalete. Definitely can tell it's a little bit stiffer, so it's a little bit more of that contour effect, which a lot of people like, but I don't like it on my bloated days. And then this is gonna be Oner Active, is a little bit more on the looser side. It's actually very similar to the Nvgtn Seamless, but I definitely feel like Nvgtn has a little bit more of a bouncy effect. Y'all can kind of tell it's a little bit like it stretches, but at the same time it kind of stops, versus Nvgtn's fabric is definitely stretchier and it can go a little bit further. I feel like Oner Active is definitely more stiffer, which I've also talked about in my Oner Active haul as well. And just for fun, I have actually brought in some of my older pieces from Alphalete. This is actually in a size medium. This is one of their amazing colors that I am absolutely in love with. This is a misty lilac color, and this is actually in a size medium. So now I can actually do a direct comparison. Unfortunately, Nvgtn, I am not gonna compare it with because it's not the same size, but I wanted to highlight the 2 mediums, so Oner Active versus Alphalete mediums. Also, Misty Lilac is from 2022, I believe, so it's a little old, but here we go. I thought it'd be a worthwhile comparison because this is technically still one of their OG seamless shorts, but I will have to say that it is definitely on the similar side, but Oner Active is definitely a little bit longer. Y'all can tell it's very, very close, but Oner Active still comes into the longer side. And I will say that obviously because I've had this Misty Lilac for such a long time, it's starting to pill, so y'all can definitely see on the camera that it's pilling versus this one is still new and fresh. In terms of waistband, I actually feel like these 2 waistbands are very, very similar from the recent Oner Seamless and the old Alphalete. It definitely feels like the waistband is looser, Probably because the sizing is also different, but also it just feels like the fabric is just a little bit more give to it. I don't know what they did recently with Alphalete. I feel like their waistband and their fabric is a little different. And I know that's a fact because a lot of the Alphalete models have been talking that the materials are very different. But I will say that Oner Active seamless waistband and the Alphalete waistband from like 2022, 2023, maybe 2022 is very similar, and I actually really like that. And also Alphalete medium is recently been my go-to because size small has really been giving me this uncomfortable feeling right here. And now we're gonna get into the try-on portion of the shorts. But I did want to mention something before going into the try-on portion. I wanted to just disclaim that I do have Alphalete's seamless underwear on today. It is in the dark green colors, so I wanted to make a point that if y'all see anything like lines, outlines, colors, is because I have the dark color green color on. And I did that on purpose because the purpose of this portion of the video is not to share with y'all how cute I look in them, but it's to show y'all how seamless, how sheer it is, and how the colors look in the squat test. So that is just an FYI if y'all have never watched my videos before, but if y'all have been here before, y'all already know the deal. So here we go. Squat test amongst all three of these shorts, I will say the main differences are, of course, the lengths, how they roll up, and also how the fabric feels in the center. I thought it was, this one specifically, the size medium, I thought the Oner Active was giving a little bit more fabric because it is a size larger, but then I realized Nvgtn also has that same kind of extra fabric feel in the center. So depending on the style and the fabric composition, I think is the main thing that's different. Because as y'all can see, even if it's the size difference, there still is some extra fabric. Any collection of seamless, I've definitely noticed more CT than in other collections. For example, if it's not a seamless, I don't get as much CT depending on the brand and the style. But with every single seamless leggings and shorts that I've purchased over the past 3-4 years, I've noticed there is some kind of camel toe. Obviously there is a way to fix camel toe, but obviously you can put like a panel liner in, whatever you want. But I've noticed significantly, especially in workouts, especially on leg days, I've noticed that all of my seamless pieces, regardless of the brand, the style, the sizing, it gives me CT regardless. And I always wear a seamless thong, usually when I work out, so I've noticed that there is CT. It might be a little bit different for people who have different body sizes than me, but that's what I've noticed across the board, and I thought that was significant, important data to share with y'all now that I've worn these pieces through workouts, through things, and that is like a #1 con with every single seamless. But again, y'all might have other techniques to prevent that, but that's just me and my body type and how seamless fabrics and pieces fit on me. So now we get to the fun part, leggings. So I have the Alphalete Contour Seamless, which came out and then I feel like it kind of deteriorated on its own. I don't know, maybe they'll make a comeback, but so y'all know this is a specific type of leggings that Alphalete has released in the past. And it's not their OG, it's just their Contour Seamless, which is still a wonderful leggings. I absolutely adore these, but I will say that they're gonna be a little bit different to the other one. So Alphalete's Contour Seamless is gonna be different than Nvgtn's Lift Seamless, and it's gonna be different than Oner Active's Effortless Seamless. Lots of seamless, but different seamless. But I also thought it would be worthwhile sharing this one because this is heavily contoured and there's a lot more detailing in this one. So y'all can see there is definitely more of a waffle print on the side. There is a contour on the bottom. And so there is a lot going on with this specific Alphalete leggings, which is different than their OG leggings. Now we get to Navigation's leggings, and this is the lift seamless. So it's also gonna be a little bit different than their classic OG style, but this is gonna be more of that waffle detailing that is different than Alphalete's, but also very, very comfortable, which I absolutely prefer this one a lot more than the Alphalete ones. Alphalete contour seamless is great, but wearing these pieces now, I definitely prefer the Navigation ones because I feel like they give more of a beautiful booty lift in this one than this contour seamless ones. But Oner Active is gonna be a little bit different in its own little world, also because this is a little bit more of a different style, and this is gonna be one of the cute little scrunch bums here and that detailing here. I feel like these two are similar in comparison to the Alphalete ones because the material, the way the layout is for the side is very, very similar, and I actually love these two a lot. The Alphalete contour is interesting. Personally, not a huge fan anymore because of the little like details in the center or the sides. I personally, if I were to reach out for any one of these ones, I would definitely go for either the Navigation or the Oner Active. When I first bought the Navigation, I used to really hate this one because I was like not used to the fabric. I didn't really like how it felt, but then now it's grown on me. I've worn Navigation stuff for a couple times now, and I'm actually obsessed with it. And as y'all can see, obviously the sizing, it depends on the sizing, but the pistachio one that I wore in the past with the bra, I don't like at all because now it doesn't fit me. But this one, it's the Virtue one, and I absolutely love it. It's like a bralette, and I feel like I can live in this, so I absolutely love this. But I will say that it took me a while to get used to the Navigation seamless because I was so used to Alphalete ones, but now I've been converted to the Navigation ones. And Oner Active, the only difference between these two is obviously the fabric difference, but also the Oner Active feels a little bit tighter than the Navigation ones, although they do both have a good compressive waistband, everything that y'all asked for seamless leggings. I definitely feel like Oner Active is a little bit more contoured and more tight, and so that's why I don't really gravitate towards it a lot because I don't like a super, super tight fit anymore. But again, some days I do love a really, really tight fit. I thought it would be worthwhile mentioning, these are both size small, so I thought it would be worth mentioning the difference in the waistband, but obviously they're very, very similar in their own little ways, but different at the same time. But I will say the stretch, Navigation has a lot more stretch than the Oner Active. They both stretch, but there's just like this different retraction and expansion feeling when I stretch this waistband versus the Oner Active. It's definitely more stiffer and it's a little bit harder to pull, and that backs up my point that this in general is very, very tight to put on the body, but this one is tight, but it's not like tight to a point where it's like almost feeling like it's not gonna fit. y'all know what I mean, right? Y'all know. Obviously the front is pretty much the same. I definitely just comparing the two, they both look amazing for the glutes, but I definitely feel like Navigation wins this one for sure because it definitely gives more of a beautiful effect for the glutes. I mean, Oner Active does as well, but comparing them, I definitely prefer the Navigation for glute flattering effect. And in terms of Alphalete, going back to kind of their OG style, this is gonna be their 2022 or 2023, I forgot. 2020 or 2023, excuse me. This is 2023, I think. This is a jade color. I've talked about this. I've literally talked about this in every single Alphalete video at this point, but I do not like this launch. I absolutely hate it. Y'all can tell I've worn this already like probably 20 times or so. I've washed it a lot of times. This has been pilling from the very beginning. I don't recommend Alphalete's 2023 launches because the material and fabric is just absolutely not good. I don't know about the recent ones. It hasn't pilled yet, but I definitely feel like, actually that's a lie. The leggings have not pilled as much, but I will say the Tenacity bra that I reviewed for y'all a couple weeks ago has definitely started to pill, and that's really annoying. So just FYI, Alphalete's fabric has been very interesting, and I've noticed that it pills a lot faster. So I love Alphalete, but at the same time, now discovering other brands from seamless collections, I definitely have been grabbing more of the other styles because Alphalete has always been a staple seamless for me. But with their fabric quality kind of changing, I feel like definitely Oner Active and Navigation, other seamless brands, even Bow and T. I absolutely love Bow and T. I didn't put that in the video today, but because I don't have enough Bow and T stuff. But just FYI. I've been I love Alphalete, but now I'm kind of leaning towards other brands. For seamless, that is. I feel like Alphalete used to be really top tier, and then other brands started coming out and the glutes start looking amazing in other brands. So, I mean, now that Alphalete doesn't give a beautiful glute effect, I just feel like now that we have competitors that make your glutes a little bit better, a little bit more enhanced, you know what I mean? I will say though, comparing the Alphalete Contour Amplify and the OG Amplify, this is from 2021 or 2022, I can't remember. It's one of their older ones, the oldest Alphalete piece I have from them. It's in the scarlet color, but I actually definitely prefer the OG Amplify versus the Amplified Contour, because again, this doesn't have extra like weird stuff around the sides and stuff. I just feel like it doesn't really make a huge difference between the two. I mean, both are great in different ways, but I don't know, now I've worn so many pieces from Alphalete, I definitely prefer more of the OG style. That's just me. Definitely tell this waistband is definitely flexible. I mean, obviously it's as flexible as Nvgtn, but again, Oner Active is always the more sticky one. It's not as flexible, but again, this Alphalete one is also from like 2-3 years ago, and I think that this material is better than the recent ones, but that's just me. And just for comparison, this is gonna be the Alphalete Contour waistband. Still very stretchy. Alright, well that is it for my video today. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if y'all like these types of comparison videos, please let me know in the comments down below. I have done other comparison videos in the past, including flare leggings and bandeau bras between brands. So if y'all like these types of videos of comparison, let me know in the comments down below what would you like to see next. And until my next video, I hope y'all continue to have a wonderful day and see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.